EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the home of the players, TPC Sawgrass, live third-round coverage of the Sawgrass Invitational. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. Our leader, a man who's won here in Florida on the PGA Tour, Sungjae Im, he sits at 10 under par. As for our featured golfer, their place is secured for the weekend, but it's going to take something special to get back into contention. That one up the right side.
Rough off the tee, straight out of the gate. That's interesting. So much will depend on the lie.
Walking the course today, let's bring in ModeㅅThe III.
112 yards left. The pin is stuck in the front right section of the green.
Oh man, it looked good initially, but rolled off the green and back into the fairway. That stings. Safely in. It's a par here at first, and he'll stay at 1 over. We move now to the 532-yard par 5 second here at TPC Sawgrass. Reachable into if you can drive the ball accurately. Dense trees flanking both sides of the fairway, and beware of that lateral water hazard on the right.
Somehow that ball went through the trees. Actually, it didn't scrub too much speed off it. It's going to be all right.
Really hit that second shot on the button to this par 5, but Frank couldn't get it to stop.
Yeah, too good, too long, sadly. Two good shots on this par 5, leaves that simple little chip, and that was beautifully played.
Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And he's got it back to even par. Setting up for the third hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Relatively short par 3 at 177 yards.
But you've got to carry that ball at least 4 or 5 yards onto this green, even when it's firm.
A very sensible play there, right in the middle of the green. A look here at birdie.
And this is a putt players love to see, uphill, slightly right to left.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that safely in. It's a par here at the third. And he'll stay at level par. Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right here at number 4?
Well, it looks like it never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side. Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
Nope, just on enough earth there to slow that ball down, and it is going to wind up in the hazard. So, with a shake of the head, he'll take his drop, and now with a stroke added for the penalty, this becomes his 4th to the par 4. Okay, that's acceptable there. This will be a 14-foot putt here. A little tentative there, and that'll come up short. Okay, so that one finished off with double bogey. And that's going to move him back to 2 over par. Frank, how about this par 4 fifth?
I lost count the number of bunkers here, off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble, or even the one that's sort of left and long. Really good par 4 though. Fairway somehow has to be achieved if you want to reduce this par 4 to just a simple 2-shotter.
That wind's moving pretty good left to right. No question, it helped push that ball into the bunker.
Going to need a good chip and a putt to get away with 4 here, but the tee shot in the bunker and then bunker to rough, making this hole hard.
That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll remain at 2 over par. Another shortish par 4, the 393-yard par 4 6th. Frank, what's the challenge here?
Well, there's 2 bunkers down the left, but that's not really the problem. If you hug that left side, there's palm trees that come into play on that second shot. That's certainly a good break. If that ball had stayed in the thick rough, might have had a chip out. Instead, that first cut, so many more options available now.
Now this for birdie.
And he's left this in a good spot. Very little break, maybe a hair to the right, but no real elevation changes at all.
Oh, the pace perfect on that one. It's in for birdie. And he's able to get it back to 1 over. Seventh hole here at Sawgrass, Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little bit of the opening hole, much longer version, where when you stand on the tee and look at the green, it's a straightaway hole. But that fairway goes to the left and it comes back to the right. But they're all optical illusions.
And that, a good-looking shot there. Well placed in the fairway. This is where club selection is so important. Second shot into that stiff breeze.
No, it's a decent-sized green. It's not bad, just a little past the hole.
18-footer. Not that time. Pretty good effort, but it'll wander a couple of feet by. He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, this is a hole that I really like. The 8th, 237-yard par 3, just a necklace of bunkers surrounding the green. What's the best approach?
Well, you come out through that chute or that hallway of trees there, and this being the longest of the 4 par 3s at TPC Sawgrass, the green actually plays much smaller than what it looks because of that narrow entry.
So that ball knocked down by the tree. Fortunately, he didn't get it squarely, and this lie should actually be okay. Okay, not too bad there. Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th, and he'll remain right where he is. We close out the front 9 with a 583-yard par 5, one of the most spectacular par 5s in golf. A lake and a bunker on the right and deep woods on the left. Stay out of that. This hole grows narrower as it unfolds. That will do just fine.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. This would be a good way to finish off the front side. Oh, goodness, that is too bad. That would have been a good birdie, but not to be. Okay, that's in for his par here at the 9th, and he'll go out in 36. It's an even par front side. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side.
Things are slowly starting to change. With that fairway hit there, it's now 4 of 8, but it's trending in the right direction.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got 141 to the hole. Wind definitely hurting in his face.
And safely on deck. That's the main thing, but from that distance, you really don't want to leave yourself like a knee knocker, like a 4 or 5 footer. So this first putt's going to have to be good.
Not quite on line, and that'll drift a couple feet by. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he'll stay right where he is. Hole number 11, 558-yard, par 5. Frank, players in attack mode here.
Yeah, just try and blitz it down there. There are other bunkers on the left to consider, but really, with that much fairway, this is a green light opportunity.
And that one looked good for a while, but it's going to get gobbled up by that bunker. Well, that can happen on a par 5. I mean, you let it rip on that second shot, trying to get it home in 2, and you end up just a little bit long.
Yeah, too much mustard. Obviously did not want to be short, but problem now comes from over the back.
Yeah, big explosion. Got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. You bet. A birdie here at the 11th will certainly help the cause. Now to the short par 4 12. It was redesigned for the 2017 players. Certainly you can drive it, but there is some risk involved. And that's the way it should be for a par 4 this short. That water on the left is right up against the green. So players have to make a decision here. Oh, he's taking a big run at this. What a display of power and precision off the tee. On the green here on the par 4 in 1. The speed was right what you want, but the eagle putt doesn't go down. Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. Frank, 17 gets so much attention here at the TPC Sawgrass, but 13 par 3 is exciting in its own right.
It is, and it's actually more difficult than 17. One of the reasons it's longer, and also the green here. 17 obviously has two sections in it, front and top. This has, I don't think there's a flat piece on it. And every now and again we watch a ball roll all over this green and actually find the cup for the odd ace.
Now a second to this par 3. That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Oh no, that never had a chance. Okay, that one finished off. It is a bogey here at unlucky number 13. And he's going to fall out of red figures, back down to even par. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back 9. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Looking to splash this softly onto the green. Line may have been a little more sunken in than we had thought, but all in all, not a bad shot out of the bunker. Okay, good putt on a par here at 14. And he'll stay at even par. Just before we get to what they call the gauntlet, 16, 17, and 18, 15 requires all of your attention, doesn't it, Frank?
Personally, I think this is the prettiest hole on the golf course, Rich. I've actually often gone back there and taken pictures. Just a gentle dogleg to the right. You come out of the chute. Seems to be a generous fairway. You just get a little view of the bunker down the right side, but virtually there's no lip there, so that's not a concern. The green, all sorts of weird and wonderful waves on it, well protected by a big bunker on the left, and there's two little pop bunkers out on the right that, well, if you're first time around, you might notice.
And all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich. There's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
There is a sneaky bit of break from left to right on this putt, but don't overdo it.
The pace, absolutely perfect there. Down the slope, it's in for a birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. We begin the final stretch here at TPC Sawgrass with the reachable 523-yard par 5 16th. More water, more bunkers, more trees, and a narrow approach. Just some of the challenges here. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked. You'll need to catch this solid 190 yards away.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Now this round finishing strong. Back-to-back birdies now at 15 and 16. He moves it to 2 under par. Frank, it's the moment that makes it tough, isn't that right?
Yeah, you've made that walk from 16 green. It's 80 yards to the tee here. So as you walk along, and if your eyes venture to the right, you see it all in front of you. You see the crowd behind, and you realize this is the shortest par 3 on the golf course. But you also, if you think a little too hard, everything that you've seen over the years flashes through your mind.
That's got to get legs. Oh no, even with a run of birdies going on, this 17th can get the best of anyone, and that ball will head down to the murky depths.
Ten-foot putt left.
Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3, and he'll fall back to 1 under par.
People always talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Uh-oh, that looks lake bound. Boom, into the lake here at 18. Okay, so the drop taken, and that will set up what's going to be his third now to this par 4.
Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
Okay, a shake of the head as that one is finished off. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par.
So, Frank, not much movement here on moving day and even par round. They're going to find themselves pretty well out of the picture.